Normally I make videos like this on my other page, but I absolutely need to address an elephant in the room, especially since it's wintertime. So this is your lymphatic system. And if you notice, it's like a vine that goes throughout your body, okay? Any of these individual little nodules can have some type of congestion, and congestion normally is fluid that's trapped in a specific area. Here you see a different view where it isn't as extensive. It's showing you more surface of the lymphatic system, where you have key points when you need to work on something, and it also shows you the directions that you need to work into. So towards the back of your body, you want to go to, and when you're working on the back of your body, you want to go towards the front of your body, okay? Because a lot of your lymph nodes, or if you notice, on the front. Now you can go into these areas that are, near the armpit, or the back of the knee, but working the back of the knee can be tricky, especially if you don't have a good understanding of anatomy. Also, when you bringing things around to the front part of your body, if you do not work the neck and the upper chest and into the armpit, or even down the arms, you're like half working the area. So when I have clients come to get lymphatic drainage, I have to explain to them that though you had work on the midsection of your body, or your glutes, or your inner thighs, your whole body needs to be worked so that the flow can be continuous and not stagnant in certain areas. So the reason I'm making this video is because in the wintertime, we tend to hold a lot of congestion in our upper body. Like a lot. Like I've had people who have had congestion. They say, oh, it's just on my chest, but they could have issues in their upper back. Like they can feel pain or pressure in their lower back. Their upper back. Anything that's happening, anything that's happening on the back side of your body is normally it's an echoing. Your front, your anterior, and your posterior can be affected by something that is supposed to be free flowing, that is congested in your body. That's why if I do some type of tapping on a person's back to break up the congestion, that they will for the next hour or so cough up any kind of phlegm that they have going on in their body. So if you're having any types of surgery, or if you just have congestion in your body, there's two reasons that your body creates extra mucus, okay? Because something is going wrong with it, or because your body needs more hydration. It may be that you're drinking water all day and you just need to keep some Celtic sea salt on hand to drop a few crystals in your mouth so that you can drink some water. And every time you drink water, you just drop a couple in there. Like, even your blood pressure is affected by how much magnesium or your trace minerals that you have, and the Celtic sea salt can help with that. Their regular sea salt, that's like table salt, that doesn't really do the same thing because it doesn't have as many of the trace minerals within it. So you want to make sure that you have something that's going to assist you. Now your mind will try to talk you out of it, because there's so much research where people have said, oh, eating too much salt is going to affect, your blood pressure. Eating too much table salt, eating too much iodine salt, that can affect your blood pressure. Not having enough trace minerals, not having the nutrients you need, affects your blood pressure in a different way. When you don't have enough magnesium in your body, because we burn magnesium so fast, and also magnesium also contributes to like our vitamin D hormone being able to like absorb the sunlight. That's a whole nother video for another time. I'm sure I've talked about this before. But if your magnesium is low and we're burning it because we're stressing all the time, or we're overwhelmed, because even screen time can cause an overwhelming, a pulling of our energy, a depleting of some of our trace minerals. Like, I just want everybody to be informed. I also want you to know that there are ways that you can like work on yourself at home. Now, I am a licensed massage therapist. And I love working on my clients, but I love when they do their homework and they work on themselves. So anything that you may have going on in here or in your chest, sometimes you even have soreness right underneath your clavicle. So if you noticed, you had lymph nodes here, in the picture. You also had lymph nodes in your armpit, and so you just want to go towards that area. It doesn't have to be a hard press. You're literally just, it's almost like rubbing lotion. And if you rub lotion on yourself hard, be gentle with yourself. Rub yourself like you think somebody loves you, like you love yourself. Just, you ain't gotta be, you don't have to be so harsh with yourself. And so you just want to like it's this top part. So your collarbone is here, my thumb is on my collarbone, and you're literally just pushing towards, and you literally, what I normally do, so when I'm working on my arm, if I have a lymphatic brush, I love brushing myself. I don't know, maybe I was an animal, maybe I was a beast at one point in time in my life, but brushing yourself from the wrist to the elbow, from the elbow to the shoulder, and then into the armpit. So you want to take your limbs hang down. You want to allow the flow in your limbs to come towards the armpit, and then you want to work, and you can work this area first and then brush the arm, and you can do a sequence of 3 times. And then after you work this area, I normally start with my sides from the back to the front, and then I work the front. In the front of your body, you need to know where your lymph node, your lymph system is, because the upper stomach is one section, and then the lower stomach is another section. You don't normally work them together. That's why you see people when they're working on themselves, they do like like V's going down. So it's almost like you're creating V's going down when you're coming around the front. So if y'all want another video on that, let me know. I'll see what I can put together for y'all to actually, because I know that they have some, but I don't mind going through them. But definitely, if you feel like you have congestion, if you feel like you have congestion in your face, if you feel like you have congestion in your throat, if you feel like your chest feels like tight and sore and you don't know where that came from, if your shoulders are tight, sometimes your shoulders hurt because of the congestion that you have going on in here in the neck and into the chest and your upper back. So I hope this helps someone. And if my video gets flagged because I said too much good stuff, I'm going to save this video on my phone, and I can send it to you if you need it. Just FYI. I don't know how this new TikTok working, so we're going to find out.